What's up, adorbs? This is part 2 to Brand Awareness 101. I decided that today I was going to talk about customer service. And specifically, because it's Black History Month, I felt like this was the perfect topic to talk about. Well, a lot of people have issues with their brands where people are saying they don't want to shop at Black businesses, and because of a lot of people are saying they don't want to shop with Black businesses because the majority of the Black businesses they visit, customer service sucks. This is something that all businesses deal with. The fact that a lot of people feel that they can talk to their customers the same exact way that they would talk to their friends and family at home. But what a lot of people don't understand is not everybody who steps in front of your business that might be your target audience, they may not be. It might just be somebody who ran across and was interested in checking it out. You can't talk to every targeted audience the way that you would normally talk to certain people. They run that the customer's always right type of thing. We all know that policy sucks when you work in customer service, because the customer isn't always right, and there's some things that a company will make you swallow your pride to say, okay, yeah, you're right, this happened. Well, a lot of businesses I've noticed do not follow the customer's always right aspect of customer service. The only issue is they don't know how to handle their customer service in a business manner. There's a difference between getting real loud and getting ignorant, and you feel like you need to cuss somebody out, you get super defensive, and you talk like you forgot you own the business. There is plenty of ways that you can respectfully decline something and stand your ground without having to be extremely harsh. And a lot of people, either they don't know how to do that, they're not aware that they're doing it, or they simply just don't care. If you guys have royalty programs you're trying to set people up for, and to be specific, if you've been on my channel a long time, you know that I worked at OSA for a very short period of time. Though there were some things about the company that I really did not like, and specifically it was the way they went about getting people signed up for their beauty club. Now, if you guys are going to have these reward systems and you need people to sign up, you have to be a little creative on how you do that. And not everybody's going to want to sign up. You know, there are some people who don't want to take the extra time to do it, but they want it. You have to kind of figure out how exactly, try to get to know them during their shopping trip, so you can figure out how exactly you can get them to sign up to your loyalty programs. Don't just sit there and start asking them for their information, trying to trick them, talking about, well, they're not going to notice that you're even signing them up for anything. You ask them for their first and their last name, they're going to give it to you. That's not what you want to do, because I honestly feel like you're tricking people and taking their information and using it for something that they didn't ask you for. You didn't have permission to do it. You just want upon yourself to do that. And that's the same thing with your email list. If you're sending out emails, you make sure that even though you got these people's emails through what was it, Square, PayPal, or whatever, you make sure they have given you permission to send your newsletters to, because that gets your newsletter put into a spam folder, because people are saying that they never gave you permission to send them anything. If you're interested in signing up to get a newsletter and you don't know who to use, I use MailChimp, and I'll leave the link in the description bar for you guys to check that out. MailChimp is free, but they do have some pay-for services like marketing, ads, and such stuff like that. I strictly just use it for my newsletter mailings. And they do have the option for you to be able to send out like postcards and stuff to your people through your mail. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. The link is down in the description bar for you guys. When you want to do your customer service, if you are an online business like I am, you want to make sure you're including things in your packaging that's going to want people to come back. You want to put something in your packaging, whether it be a handwritten thank you note or a stamp on your invoice, your packing slips, or putting in a coupon code that says thank you for shopping, enjoy this much % off your next order, or enjoy free shipping on us on your next order, or share this code with a friend and they can go ahead and get this amount of money off of the code that you send out. Make your customer service through your packaging splendid, because on an online business, the people can't see you, they can't talk to you like they would want to, so they can't really judge your character based on things that you have on your internet, other than if you have social media set up. They can go look at your social media, see how you write, see what you say, see how you talk, and they could base off of that whether or not they like you or not. Make sure when you are writing on your social medias that you are spell checking and you are making sure you're not typing in all caps, because a lot of people don't understand that all caps, that means you're yelling, you're angry. So please don't do that on your business accounts, because they're gonna be like, why are you yelling all the time? It's unnecessary. And when you're replying to people in your comments on social media, you really have to be careful with the words you choose to use, because a lot of words are not interpreted the way you say them, and they may come off extremely offensive to someone, and that person be offended is going to make you mad, and then you're going to get offended, and then the drama happens in the comments, and then all your potential customers are like, oh my gosh, they're treating them like this, and this is all that they say. And there's another thing about people who are constantly asking you about your products and your services, but they never actually go to your store to shop, and they ask 50 million questions. Those questions lead to sales. You have to be careful with those people, because a lot of those people, not a lot of those people, I'm not even going to say that. You have to be careful with those people, because a couple of those people are actually trying to get the information from you so they can duplicate your product and take your sales from you. There are a lot of people who have busy lives, and they ask these questions because they're interested in it, and they just want to know, do you really truly know your product? If I ask those questions, were you going to know them right off the back of your hand, or is it going to take you a long time? Those kind of people, they just sit back, and that's how they build a relationship, and they base their trust off of a lot of people, because you want to know more. You want to know, do they actually know what they're using in their product right off at the top of their head? Do they know what their product benefits right off the top of their head? Look at my headband. Why you ain't tell me my headband was falling like that, Lord? They're not going to get an attitude regardless some of the times, because they're like, why don't you just buy it and try it type of thing. Now, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I am a why don't you just buy it and try it type of person, because I frequently run sales in my Etsy shop. And as you can see right now, this is the first year anniversary that I've had my business open, and I'm running a 25% off sale in my entire store. I feel like those people who sit and they wait a long time and they ask you tons of questions about your business, but the perfect time to go back and relink with those people is when you're having a sale, and you want to let them know you want to try my product. The best time to try it is when you catch it on a discount. because it would suck to pay full price for a product that you're really not sure your body can handle and you can't get your money back, versus you just saw something on clearance and you decided to pick it up, and if it works, you're willing to pay the full price to get it the next time, versus you're gonna pay $75 for this homemade lip plumping gloss and it does nothing for you. You get an allergic reaction, you get all this stuff, and you're just out of $75. You have to take a lot of things with a grain of salt in customer service. You have to know not everybody's gonna want to buy from you. A lot of people can read you, because a lot of people can't hide their facial expressions to save their life. A person could come into your store and you're just like, hi, how are you? Oh, take your time. And you're on your cell phone. You're going to be like, okay, they really don't have a passion for their business because they don't care. There's no energy there. They're not trying to show me any sales. They're not trying to get me to do anything. So that's not what you want to be. I mean, you don't want to be CC's Pizza type of happy either, because a lot of people don't like that overly happy. You want to be kind of like right in the middle. You want to have a little bit of excitement and a little bit of calmness to you. I had an issue with a previous job, Ulta. They said I was not upbeat enough and I was not very excited when people would come to the register. Now, I love makeup, and if you haven't seen those videos, you can check in my channel and look at how my job working at Ulta went. Not only did it start out being something that I wasn't expecting it to be, the issue with the rewards card sign up was something that kind of hurt me wanting to really interact with the customer. But at the same time, because I've worked in hotels most of my life, I do know that there are tons of people who don't like that super energetic type of person very early in the morning. And I worked opening the store most of the time, and people would come in, they're already half tired, there's something they forgot, they gotta get ready for work, and they're just like, oh, I just need to come in here and come get this. I'm not gonna be like, oh, hey, welcome to Ulta, you did I'm not gonna do that, because not only that person may not be having the greatest day, that person may not like excitement. It may bring up something for them that they don't want to feel. I have always been the type of person where I will greet you and I will say, hi, how are you? How's your day going so far? Did you find everything that you're looking for? That's great. But as you can see, I wasn't overly happy and I wasn't sounding down in the dumps. None of that. But to them, I was not happy enough, and I wasn't getting enough credit card sign-ups, and I wasn't getting enough loyalty program sign-ups, and it just was like, you guys are not in here for the customer service. You're more of, we want the numbers type of thing. Don't get me wrong, in my business, I want the numbers, but I also want all my customers to feel like they were given a completely personal experience, not something robotic that just happens, that you hear the same thing when every person comes in. I don't like that kind of stuff. I really don't. And I don't feel like you should have to greet everyone at the door with the same greeting. If you hire employees and you decide when the door opens you want to say welcome, that's up to you. But if another employee works there, you don't make them say welcome. Let them say what greeting is comfortable for them. Because you can tell when the first person you see in the store, whether they're uncomfortable or not, is how they greet you at the door. You might get a welcome from somebody who loves to say welcome. somebody who doesn't like to say welcome, they're like, welcome. You're not even gonna feel invited when you come in the store. And for online businesses, that is so hard because you are not there. You can't tell when somebody's on your site. Right when they're on their site, you don't know. And I do want to say, do not add those pop-ups at the bottom of your website that say, oh, this person just bought so-and-so from so-and-so and so-and-so, and then a few minutes later it pops up again and says this person bought so-and-so and so-and-so from so-and-so. Those are telltale signs that you really don't have people buying at your shop, because a lot of major businesses are not going to post something like that on their website because they don't have to prove that anybody is buying anything from your website. Also, if you have the chat option on your website, please make sure you put it in a place that's not going to interfere with the shopping experience. There is no reason why I should be trying to scroll down and I am clicking chat with Carolina. I don't want to chat with Carol. I'm trying to look right now. Don't let that chat button pop up a lot because it is an annoyance. Maybe once at the home page, not right when you click it, a little bit later. Let it marinate, let them look around a little bit, and then let that pop up. Don't let it pop up as soon as they open up the website because they're instantly going to close it. So those are my customer service tips for today. I am not sure whether or not I'm going to bring you guys these videos every day or if it's going to be like 2 times a week or something like that. But I do feel like some of these things do need to be addressed. When I come back, the next video will be based on bettering your packaging, making your package stand out for your brand and not just be something that's just thrown in the mailbox. So please hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. This series is going to be awesome. And I'm trying to help as many people as I can. So if you, like I said in the last video, if you know people who may need this information, send them the link to my channel and let them watch. People who are trying to tell people stuff, but you can't tell everybody everything, because sometimes a friend won't believe another friend until they hear it from a stranger. So let me be that stranger and then let me become that friend. Alright guys, so adorbs, I'll see you later. Peace out. Bye now.
Would you love me the same if I take off this makeup? Would you love me the same if I wasn't made up?